burning of wood, right? Burning of fuel is also, you can say, a part of change. Okay, so many changes we are able to see around us in daily life, right? If I'll keep the ice out of the ice box, what will happen after few hours? It will turn into water. And if I'll allow this water to get heated up, it will change into vapor. If I'll allow a candle to burn, its wax will be melted and wick will be burnt. Okay, so many changes we are able to see. मैं stick जलाती हूँ तो वो stick burn हो जाती है, right? We are able to see the changes in the day and night. We are able to see the changes in weather. Okay, so what are these? You must have seen your mother changing the milk into curd, converting milk into curd, converting the raw rice into the cooked one. So what are these? All these are the changes which you are able to see. हर वक्त कोई ना कोई change हमारे around होता रहता है. Okay. So these changes are either reversible or irreversible and physical or chemical. Okay, so reversible changes which can be reversed again, as I have given you the example of simple water and ice. Okay, ice can be changed into water and water can be changed into water vapors. If I'll condense these water vapors, I can again turn them into the liquid again. And if I freeze this liquid, I can turn it into ice again. So what are these reversible changes, right? See, if your mom has prepared a dough, right? Atal banaya hai mama ne, and she has rolled it down, make a roll of ball of that dough, and now she's rolling down that dough to prepare a chapati. Okay, but the shape was not fine. So if she want to distort it, she can, right? It's a reversible change. आप उस रोटी सही नहीं बेली है तो आप उसको तोड़ के और दोबारा से उसका रोल बना सकते हो. And again you can roll it down to make chapati. वापस आप बेल सकते हो उसको. So that is the reversible change. Okay. So reversible change that can be reversed. All right. Irreversible change that cannot be reversed. If the child has become an adult, can I change that adult into the child again? No, I cannot. If the fruit has become ripened, can I turn that ripened mango into the raw mango again? No, I cannot. If your mom has prepared the biryani, the raw rice, do you think that biryani could be again turned into the raw rice again? No, it couldn't. So these types of changes are irreversible changes. Okay. Now, if I talk about physical and chemical changes are those in which only the physical qualities get changed. What I mean by this word physical qualities, I mean the shape, I mean the size, right? I mean the physical state. Physical state क्या होती है? Solid, liquid, gas. Okay, whatever you are having around us occur in these three states. Though two more states are there, that is Bose-Einstein, condensate and plasma. I repeat myself, there are not three states of matter. There are 5 states of matter: solid, liquid, gas, BEC and plasma. The full form of BEC is Bose-Einstein condensate, and you will study about these two states in your further classes because they are not being widely used. So most of the substance you are having around we are having around us are in the form of these 3 states only, mainly solid, liquid and gas. So we are going to discuss about these 3 states over here. So अगर states में change हो रहा है, then too it's a physical change, right? As you are able to see in the form of water, right? If I talk about the melting of wax, what happened in the melting of wax? Only the shape of the wax will get melted, state will change, the wax will be melted, and if you will collect that wax, it will turn into liquid. Solid से liquid में आ जाएगा. अब अगर इस liquid wax को मैं दोबारा जमने के लिए रख दूं, I can make any shape from this wax again. So that is a physical change. Okay, just check the rubber band. What will happen if you will stretch the rubber band? yes, its shape will be changed, है ना, stretch हो जाएगा, लंबा हो जाएगा. Okay, but अगर मैं उसको दोबारा छोड़ दूंगी, what will happen if I'll release that rubber band again? It will take its shape again, वापस अपनी position में आ जाएगा. Spring. Okay, if I'm stretching a spring, what will happen? Yes, that spring will change its shape, right? Spring will change its shape, but if I leave it, I will release it, then again it will change, come into its original shape. Stretch spring जो है वापस अपनी position ले लेगा. So that is a physical change. Now, if all these are the physical changes are mostly reversible. No new substance are formed in the physical changes. See, if I'm having, wait Ritika, I'll come back to you. You are raising your hand. See, if I am having a paper with me, I have changed that paper to small bits, right? मैंने paper को बहुत छोटे-छोटे टुकड़ों में काट दिया है. Now, do you think that the small paper will be having the different chemical properties rather than the big one? No, there will be no change in the chemical properties. So what is the change mainly? The change is only in the physical state. That means only what is the change? Only in the size of the paper. Okay? Only in the shape and the size of the paper has been changed. That term goes to the physical change. If I burn this paper, then what? Then too, is it a physical change? No, it's a chemical change, because when I'm burning the paper, it will turn into ash. Smoke will be formed, carbon dioxide will be formed. Okay, so that is a chemical change, and that ash will be having totally different chemical properties rather than the previous one, that is the paper. So that is the chemical change. Chemical change are mostly irreversible. You cannot reverse the chemical changes. आप उनको reverse नहीं कर सकते हो, लेकिन physical changes को आप mostly reverse कर सकते हो. I'm not saying always. Why I'm not saying always? Because अगर मैंने आपको बोला कि tearing of paper is an example of physical change, then you cannot change that teared paper into the whole one again, right? But it is having the same properties. If you have broken the glass, अगर आपने एक कांच का glass तोड़ दिया, the small piece of glass is having the same chemical properties as the whole glass is having. Okay, so can we say that it is also a physical change because no new substance is formed? The chemical properties are still the same. Okay, अगर मैं ice की बात करूं, water की बात करूं, या vapors की बात करूं, all of these are made up of the same molecule, that is H2O, right? All of these are made up of the water molecule only. Okay, clear? What are physical changes and what are chemical changes? I hope I have made myself clear. Now I want to show you a video that will make this concept more clearer to you. Okay, physical changes are mostly reversible, not always. Remember. Let me check the chat box once. Yes, Hardik, you may. Not now, Ritika. I'm not going to share chapter 5's notes right now. At the last, I will share surely, Ritika. If you are raising your hand just for this, you may lower down your hand, Ritika Kalwani. Okay, I will share chapter 5, but let me finish this class. Okay. Okay, Raghav Sharma. Let me talk to Raghav once. He's a new student, and then we'll move further. Yeah, I saw your video, Raghav. Raghav, let me unmute you once. Yes, Raghav Sharma. Please switch on your video and unmute yourself. Yeah, good morning, Raghav.
Good morning, ma'am.
So, Raghav, are you a new student?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your first class, Raghav, with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you joined today only?
No, ma'am. I have joined 2 days earlier.
2 days back. Okay.
2 days ago.
Okay. You are from which school, Raghav Sharma?
And I was from TPS.
Tagore Public School.
No,
You are
ma'am.
from,
Mumbai.
okay, you are from Mumbai. Your
Yes,
sister
ma'am.
is also there?
Yes, ma'am.
In which class?
8A.
What's her name?
Samruddhi.
Yeah, Samriddhi. Yes, I talked to Samriddhi yesterday. Yeah, she told me that your father got transferred, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I welcome you, Raghav Sharma, in our school. And I'm your science teacher, as you must have got to know. I'm taking your science class. Have you purchased the book set, Raghav?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Raghav, for the previous chapter and their work, I would like to provide you someone's number. Okay, now tell me whose work is complete and who can help Raghav Sharma. Raise up your hands, students. Raise your hands. Who is going to help Raghav? Whose work is complete? Who is going to help him? Anyone else? Please raise your hands. Okay. Chavi, please unmute yourself. Switch on your video. Yes, Chavi?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, all your work is complete, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, will you help this boy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Raghav, can you please provide your number in the chat box to Chavi?
मैम मेरे
What,
पास
ma'am?
है नंबर.
You are having number, Chavi?
Yes, ma'am.
For Raghav Sharma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can you please provide him the work for science?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, is it okay, Raghav?
Yes, ma'am.
Chavi will provide you the work. You can ask her everything. Okay, thank you, Chavi. Thank you so much for supporting.
Welcome, ma'am.
Okay, I have added your number, Raghav Sharma, and I have marked your present for today. Okay, and I tell this to every teacher so that they can add your name in the list. Okay, so let's continue with our chapter. Okay, Ritika was asking me to share the question answer chapter 5. Ritika, were you not present when I shared? Whosoever wants, they can. No notes, I haven't made any PDF for that. I haven't made any PDF for the notes that I have written on the board only, beta. Question answers, if anybody has not taken the click, they may take a click. All these we have discussed verbally also in the class. Then too, if anybody was having an activity issue or something like that, for that I'm sharing. Yes, Sujal?
मैम मैम आपने 5th चैप्टर के नोट्स नहीं लिखवाए थे, आपने तो सिर्फ साल्ट्स और न्यूट्रिशियल रिएक्शन लिखाया था.
And then everything is provided in your book, and then too, if you want, you can prepare the notes by yourself if you think. Otherwise, everything is being provided. Okay?
नो मैम आप कह रहे थे ना कि मैंने लिखवाए थे, इस तो इसीलिए से.
मैंने एसिड बेसिस में डिफरेंसेस वगैरह लिखवाए थे.
यस मैम आपने डिफरेंसेस लिखवाए थे.
Rest of the things are being provided in your book very clearly.
ओके
Then too, if
मैम.
you want, okay. I'm turning the page. Now nobody will ask me to show these question answers again. Please take a click right now. This is the second page. I'm turning the page. This is the next one. Okay, this is the last. If you feel that answers are a little bit longer, then you can write down in your own word. It's not like that आपको same to same लिखना है. And one more thing, I think in this some extra questions are also being provided because I'm having an old book with me, right? It's an old book. So earlier it was having one questions extra. So please read the question, read the answer. You will get to know which one is for which. See, short के अंदर मैंने notice किया था. I think short first में, okay, 2 answers I think extra given hai, and now you are having only 3 questions. So please check for that. Okay, please check for that. All right, now I'm going to stop sharing this. All right, so let me show you a video that will make this concept of physical and chemical more clearer. And after that, we will move forward. Yes, Sujal, can you please unmute yourself? Thank you, Sujal. Now let me know whether the video screen is visible or not. Yes, is it visible, Sujal?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me know whether it is audible too.
And chemical changes. Look at these leaves. The first leaf is fresh and green, while the other is dry and brown. Can we make the dry leaf fresh again? Well, we cannot do so, and that is because the leaves have undergone a chemical change that cannot be reversed. All the changes that take place in our surroundings are either physical or chemical changes. Let us learn more about these changes.
Are you able to see in this picture? The breaking down of a pencil. If the pencil is broken into 2 pieces, that is a physical change, right?
मैम इसमें वॉइस भी आ रही है.
Okay, thank you. If the log has been burned, that is a chemical change. If your mother has prepared the raw rice into the cooked one, that is a chemical change. Okay. If the egg has been turned into omelette, that is a chemical change, right? Melting of ice cream is a physical change. See what this woman is doing. Putting water into the refrigerator to get it turned into ice.
However, ice and water are made up of the same substance, that is, water molecules. This means that freezing just changed the physical form of water from liquid to solid, but the molecules inside remain the same. Such a change, where only physical properties of the substance change and no new substance is formed, is called a physical change. The formation of ice can be easily reversed by heating the ice to form water. Most physical changes can be reversed. Melting of an ice cream, chopping of wood, bending of a wire, breaking of glass, and breaking of a pencil are physical changes.
You getting melting of आइसक्रीम आई हैव टोल्ड यू फिजिकल चेंज. चॉपिंग ऑफ वुड, अगर मैं लकड़ी को काट रही हूँ तो क्या होगा? ओनली द शेप एंड साइज विल गेट चेंज. सो दैट इज अ फिजिकल चेंज, राइट? इफ आई एम बेंडिंग अ वायर, वायर का शेप चेंज कर रही हूँ. इफ आई अलाउ इट टू बी फ्री, इट विल अगेन कम बैक इनटू इट्स ओरिजिनल शेप. ओके, breaking of pencil, all these are the physical changes.
Remain same. But what happens when this log of wood is set to fire? Upon burning, the wood changes into ash. Ash is a new substance which has different chemical properties than wood, and it cannot be changed back into wood again. Such a change, where the chemical properties of the substance change and a new substance is formed, is called a chemical change. Chemical changes are mostly irreversible. Burning of paper, rusting of iron, cooking of rice, curdling of milk, and ripening of fruits are chemical changes.
Okay. Physical changes can be reversed mostly, but chemical changes cannot be reversed, never. Always they are irreversible. Remember, अगर कोई change irreversible है, then most probably वो chemical होगा. I'm not saying always, but most probably. है ना? क्योंकि कई बार, as I have given you the example of tearing of paper and breaking of glass, these are physical changes. Okay, so it cannot be reversed. I can I cannot turn that small bits of paper into a whole paper again, but it is as no new substance is being formed, the chemical properties are the same for the small bit of paper, so that's why it's a physical change. But if I talk about rusting of iron, अगर लोहे में जंग लग जाता है तो वो तो केमिकल चेंज होता है. क्या हो जाता है? आयरन से हाइड्रेटेड आयरन ऑक्साइड बन जाता है जब वो वाटर की और एयर की प्रेजेंस में होता है. ऑक्सीजन एंड वाटर की प्रेजेंस में Fe क्या हो जाता है? हाइड्रेटेड आयरन ऑक्साइड बन जाता है. ओके, FeOH का होल ट्वाइस बन जाता है. इफ योर मॉम हैज prepared curd from the milk, can you again turn that curd into milk? No, you cannot, because the curd is having totally different chemical properties rather than the milk. है ना? If the fruits has got ripened, अब जो पके हुए फल हैं उनके अंदर chemical changes है. Okay, if I talk about a small baby, do you think growing of a baby is a physical or chemical change? What type of change is growth of a baby? It involves both the changes, physical as well as chemical. You know how? Because physical, it's physical as your height is increasing, your weight is increasing. And why it is chemical? Because आपकी body के अंदर भी chemical changes आ रहे हैं, hormonal changes आ रहे हैं, right? And neurons में changes आ रहे हैं, your brain is developing. So all these are the chemical changes. So if anyone is asking you the growth of a baby is a physical or chemical change, then you can say it involves both. Any other example can you give in which involves both the changes, physical as well as chemical? Yes, candle. Okay. Melting of wax is a physical change, but burning of candle is a chemical change. Okay. जब wet wax होती है, that wax, melted wax could be collected, and again we can make the wax from that. So that is a physical change. But when the wick is being burned, जब उसकी जो बत्ती जलती है candle की, when the wick is burned, then that is a chemical change, because it involves ना, अब जो उसकी ash बनी है उसके अंदर carbon dioxide gas भी है, okay, water vapors भी निकले हैं. So अब एक नया substance बन गया है, new substance is formed, and that involves the chemical changes. So let's continue with the video.
So now you know all about physical and chemical changes.
I hope now it must be clear to you guys what are physical and what are chemical changes. Okay, two have raised their hand. Tomorrow you guys have to tomorrow, no, whenever we are having the next class, to do this activity number 1, and you have to tell me any 10 changes which you have noticed around you, and you have to write down whether they are reversed or they can be reversed or not. Okay, activity 1 is your homework for today. Just find out what changes are going on around you. Okay, I hope everybody will be able to do it, and it will be interesting for you guys. Yes, Urvashi, what's your doubt? Yes, Urvashi. Speak up, you are unmuted, beta. Yes, Palak.
मैम मुझे तो बस यही कहना था, वो परी का मैसेज आया था, उसने कहा कि मैम को बोलना कि मुझे एडमिट करना.
Nobody is there in my waiting room, bacha. Might be earlier she came, she must have came when I was showing you the video, but right now I'm not having anyone with me. Okay. So, is the physical changes and chemical changes clear to everyone? Give me your thumbs up. Show me your thumbs up. Quickly. Okay, Sujal. What happened, Sujal? Which phone? Yeah, this activity I will show you when we will go to school, Sujal. I usually show this activity to the students. Activity number 4, which we are talking about. What happened in this activity? Actually, we are having copper sulfate solution in our lab, okay, in liquid form as well as in solid form. Hardik Khurana, what happened, beta? Okay. So, what I was talking about the activity number 4 being provided on page number 75. We are having copper sulfate solution as well as in solid form. If I'll take that little bit copper sulfate solution in a test tube, and if I'm not having solution, I can use the solid one also. It's known as Neela Thotha. Okay, it's of blue color. Blue color का powder होता है. I'll put a little bit water in that. उसमें water डाल के मैं उसका solution बना सकती हूँ. अब अगर इस copper sulfate के solution में, right, if I'll put iron nail, लोहे की कीले अगर मैं इसके अंदर डालूंगी, then chemical reaction होगी. You know what chemical reaction will occur? Let me show you the chemical reaction. See, this is the formula of copper sulfate. When copper sulfate will react with iron nails, Fe is iron nail, then what will happen? You will get FeSO4, that is iron sulfate, will be made and copper will be displaced. What is this? This is iron sulfate. What is the upper one? This is, sorry. Copper sulfate. Okay. This is copper sulfate and this is iron sulfate. So, solution copper sulfate का जो होता है, that is blue in color. But जब chemical इसके अंदर आप iron nail रख दो, and if you will allow that iron nail to stand in that solution for few minutes, after a few minutes you will be able to observe a green colored solution. From where this green color have come? इट्स ग्रीन कलर इज फॉर द आयरन सल्फेट, क्योंकि कॉपर से ज्यादा आयरन रिएक्टिव है. कॉपर एंड आयरन बोथ आर मेटल्स, बट आयरन इज मोर रिएक्टिव देन कॉपर, सो इट विल डिस्प्लेस कॉपर. ओके, कॉपर की जगह ले लेगा और आयरन सल्फेट बन जाएगा. ओके, और कॉपर रिलीज हो जाएगा. सो यू विल बी एबल टू सी सॉल्यूशन, ग्रीन कलर सॉल्यूशन, और उसके साथ में आपको कॉपर रिलीज हुआ दिखाई देगा. जैसे लोहे में जंग लग जाता है ना, इस तरीके का जंग जैसा brown you will be able to see in the test tube the deposition of copper as well as the green colored solution of iron sulfate you will be able to see. Okay, is this clear for everyone? This is the activity which we can do when the schools will open. Okay, then I'll be able to show you this. Any other doubt to anyone? Copper solution ये chemical है बेटा, copper. Okay, copper solution is a chemical. All right. So please read out this and do activity number 1. Okay, I'm going to ask you in my next class, and this activity number 5 I'll discuss in my next class. Okay. Thank you so much for today's class. Have a nice day, everyone. I'm ending up my class over here. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day. You guys may take a break of 5 minutes. Okay. It's 9:56. Whose period is next, Sujal? Sujal, whose period is next?
Hindi.
Okay, Ojaswini, thank you.
Bye, ma'am.
Sonia must be joining.
Ma'am, sorry for that.
Okay, so I'm leaving. Thank you. Wait for ma'am.